It's been 4 months since we launched our creator monetization. Let's take a look what has happened since. You earned almost $100,000 in engagement-based payouts, and your games were played almost 30 million times. Let's check some of the best games you have made. The best retaining games were Skate Obby, Goofy Soundboard, and Trials Obby. The game with exceptional visuals was Ninjutsu Kid. And the most innovative was Hammer Obby. Top remix game was Rock Tycoon Idol. And most liked game was none other than Easy Obby. We are continuing to improve creator monetization so you can earn more from your games. And now, you can win even bigger in our $100,000 Retention Bounty Challenge. Check more info on our website. See you in HypeHype.
Boom. Oh, now I'm the one that's in the wrong position. There we go. What's happening, Hypesters? Welcome back to the HypeHype Live. I am your unprepared host, Shogun. And with me today on this side is Kevin. What's going on, man?
Hello. Yeah, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. So today on the stream, we're going to be doing double duty on playing games. We're going to check out some of the highlighted games from the 100K competition that you saw a little preview of in the trailer just there at the start of the stream. And for those of you that do not know, the 100K competition has now rolled into a 100K bounty with tiers for hitting certain retention metrics. So you can check that out on our website. I highly recommend you do. I think somebody is going to get that 10% pretty soon. And that'll be a nice chunk of change for whoever does that. So good luck to you. But today we're going to look at some of the games that have already been made and have already been performing pretty well. One of these games might be the game that that hits that mark.
Yeah, the bounties are really cool switch up from the main 100K, because we've looked at the numbers and we are willing the creators such as you to come on and win some money. So yeah, go and check out the website. You can also see that over on the Learning Hub. Don't forget about that. You can go over there and get all sorts of great info. And yeah, I think we will see the first tier prize go pretty soon. There's definitely a few games that are nudging close to it, so keep an eye out on that. But there's still all up for grabs, so we want to see your games. So yeah, we're super excited, but really cool to see what we've got lined up today. As Shogun said, we're going to look at the charts, but first we'll look at some of the honorable mentions and special prizes for what was the 100K competition. Just a quick shout out to Blue, Hype Scene Nuke, PT in the chat, and everyone else. Good to see you
What's
here.
going on, everybody? And I saw Nuke had a question: when is going to be the next game jam? And I can't give you any details today, but yes, now that we've put the 100K competition to bed, we will be doing some smaller game jams. So keep your eyes open. Something is going to be coming your way fairly soon.
Yeah, spookily soon, I would say.
Nice teaser there.
There we go. There we go. So not exactly low key, a riddle, that one. But yeah, we have got some game jams coming soon. So do keep up on the Discord and the Learning Hub and the website for all that kind of stuff. We're excited to start the jams back up again. And myself and Shogun will probably come on and give you some tips and hints and all that kind of good stuff throughout the game jam to help you along and give you the best chances there as well.
Absolutely.
All right, without further ado,
yeah, let's jump in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I have them in here. The 3 highlighted games that have won a small consolation prize since nobody managed to hit the target metrics. I have at the top here. So the first, I think we are no stranger to the Trials Obby. We've played it a few times on the stream before. Really nice game. And if I'm not mistaken, just recently got a new update. So there's probably some more levels, some more stuff in here. If you've played this before, might be worth coming back and checking it out again.
Yeah, super nice game, and it's been topping our charts for quite a while now, so it's difficult for us to say too much more on this. Do come and catch the previous streams where we covered and played this one a fair amount of times, but super quality game, very playable, very addictive, perfect sort of short course length, and certainly deserves being recognised. Certainly a firm favourite for everyone in the HypeHype office, and just really a great mobile game, full stop, regardless of where you're getting your games from. And we're super proud that it's inside HypeHype. And yeah, like I said, number one right now. And
This
yeah,
is
so
interesting.
congrats to. I'm just watching Jake. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Super cool level design there. Very good. Yeah, Hypesy says amazing, unique levels. Yeah, indeed. Um, yeah, pretty incredible stuff. Gabs has a question. I have a question: how to improve the FPS in your games? Well, Shogun wrote a really great article that you can find on the Learning Hub, all about trying to optimize your game for best performance. We have the HypeHype help desk next week, so why don't you come back on next week's at this time, and Shogun might be able to help you out live on the stream, or alternatively head on over to the Discord. So
Yeah.
3 options for you there. We won't concentrate too much on questions on this stream this time,
Indeed.
but certainly come back next week.
Yeah, I would say your first step, just to get you started, you definitely want to go check out the article that Kevin mentioned, and the Discord, also a great place. But definitely your first step is really going to be to try and find out what is causing your FPS, because of course for every game, what is causing FPS drops could be really different.
Sure.
So that's the tip I'm going to give you for now. But definitely, if you want some more, you can come back next week. We can maybe look at some games that are having FPS issues and see if we can maybe fix them a little bit.
Yeah, and if you are Gabby, if you are Gabs, sorry, if you are kind of struggling to understand where to start there, post it up on the Discord and just ask the question, what could be the issue? And someone might be able to come and go, oh, well, immediately you want to do this, or this. Anyway, for not answering a question, we've done a pretty good job there.
Yep. I'm going to move to the next game now.
Yeah, exactly. So, Charles Obby, congrats, well deserved. Yeah, there's not much more to be said there. And I'm sure regulars to the stream will recognize ninjutsu here.
Definitely. I will say I haven't played this in a little while. I think this has also seen some updates since last time I played it.
Yeah, I remember mostly watching you play on our stream, I guess a few months ago now. It feels like a few months at least.
It has been a while. I think the first time we played this was essentially the first deadline for the 100K competition when we decided to extend it.
Yeah, it's certainly and one our outstanding visual. I'm not sure the official title of what we called it. I will try and find out. But yeah, outstanding visuals on this game. We felt it deserved recognition for that. It's a beautiful looking game, really unique to the platform as well. Beautifully built. So congrats to the team here as well. Jibs asked, for the 100K bounty, is it possible for the same game to win all 3 price tiers?
That's a good question. I'm not sure
Yes, it is.
where we landed on that.
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know.
I believe that it is as well.
I think so.
Yes.
Because if you break through all the tiers, then your game is obviously pretty outstanding and therefore could scoop all 3.
Yeah.
We can confirm. I'm pretty sure you can, but we're not nailing our peg in the ground too hard on that one. But yeah, the best thing to do is concentrate on making your game the best it can possibly be. That's always my advice when people start asking about the prizes here and there. It doesn't really matter until you reach the tier 1.
Right. And of course, the other thing too is that if you make a game that manages to even come close to those metrics, like that game is going to be making money on the platform.
Sure.
So like you might not get the 100K, or I guess it's 10K, 30K, 60K, something like that for the 3 tiers.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't hit one of those, But if you even come close, like you have a game that's probably going to make you at least like a few thousand in the engagement based payouts. Like
Sure, yeah, that's a great point as well because this is whilst it's great to strive for this goal on the competition for the bounty. Shogun makes a great point. It's just like if you get somewhere close to this, your game is going to start to win on the platform. These numbers are quite hard to reach, and that's for a reason because we want the best games to win, and therefore, if you get somewhere close to these sort of numbers, the engagement is going to be high. So, yeah, that's a great point from Shogun. I'm just trying to pull up exactly. So, yeah, we have, just to clarify for the new bounty, it's 10% day 3 retention of a $10,000 prize, 12% day 3 is for 30,000, and if you do reach that 15%, which is our original 100k prize metric to beat, you will get 60k. So if you come in and get a day 3 of 15%, I would imagine that all 3 would be yours. And if you do that, then honestly, you've just built yourself an epic game. So yeah, that should always be your top focus. I remember writing this, so I just need to remind myself. Yeah. So there we go. Right, so Ninjutsu, a really beautiful looking game. 2D side scroller, obviously. Great visuals. Super impressed with this game. But yeah, I like Shogun. I need to go back and replay this a little bit. There's just never enough time to play these sort of games, with so many being out there. But yeah, it looks like they put so much love and attention into the environment here. I think it's pretty awesome, and the character animations are great.
Yeah, I mean that's like, and so much here, like, and like you got these flags, right? That's PixArt. And like when we jump here, these little effects that come around the guy, PixArt, like this game uses PixArt so well.
So they've animated those flags in the PixArt editor.
Yep.
Okay. So that's literally traditional 2D animation there.
Right.
Wow, okay.
And it adds so much. And like you look at this, got the similar thing off the back of the guy here, his like scarf or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It adds so much kind of just like life to the environment. All these great little animations.
Yeah, exactly. That's amazing. I didn't know that. There we go. It's like an education, isn't it? Perfect. All right. Okay. Jibs, Sino here, by the way. I programmed this. Jibs, no, Sino, nice. Congrats. Very cool indeed.
Oh, he got me.
Game. All right. I love the change up in the sky as well.
Yeah, I think probably one of the first version of this that we played was much more black and white.
It was.
And I think one of the feedbacks that they really took was that it would be nice if things like stood out more. And
yeah.
I'm sure that background color was one of the solutions to that. But also they did a lot of other things to like really kind of help things be more visible. Really excellent work here on this game.
Yeah, I think the palette, especially on this, is absolutely beautiful. It truly is. I don't know if there's any. Have we seen any? Because the parallaxing is really nice in this, and it really gets to sell your 2D platformer. You get the parallaxing right at the background. Do we have any foreground items that come and cover the camera at all? I don't think I've seen any of those, but I might be wrong.
I think maybe not any really close ones.
Yeah,
you kind of have stuff that's like here. It's like technically it's in front, but it's still kind of like on the plane that you're playing on.
Yeah, we see that quite a lot. I wonder if that could be experimented with a little bit, because that always sells it as well when you like run past a tree or something. But we're quite zoomed out here. Those birds then, Shogun, is that a PixArt thing as well?
I didn't notice when they flew by. I would guess maybe no, but I'd have to see it again.
Okay. Sino says in the chat, we made it easier too, so you can't fall off the stage anymore. You take one down damage and it bounces you back up. That's great.
Oh,
So yeah,
nice.
we always want to try and make the games less punitive as we can. Certainly early on, make it easier for the player, make them feel like they're winning a bit more than they probably should do. Don't kill your players straight away, unless you've got like a super brutal game and it's a rage game and that's your intention. But you want to be generous. We want people to play and enjoy our game, so don't necessarily kill them immediately.
Right.
So that's a great move.
My personal opinion, and everybody's welcome to disagree with me on this, but even if you're making a game that's meant to just be rock hard, your first level should be easy, man. Like you gotta give people you gotta let them get into it a little bit before
exactly. Well, arguably here, your first level should really be like an onboarding level to teach the player how to play. So that should be a no death scenario straight away. But yeah, I agree. Get the player in for the first few levels, even if it's like brutally hard. Get them in to get them into the flow a little bit to teach them how to play and let them have a little bit of fun, and then go and crush their spirit with some really hard levels. But
right.
You're right. No, that's absolutely right, Shogun. I'm with you all day long with that. Dark Souls would disagree, says Sino. Yeah, well, it's not kind of the Dark Souls audience, is it really? But sure, there's always going to be lovers for the brutally hard, and there's an audience for that. But typically,
is it really like, I've never played a Dark Souls? Is Dark Souls really like brutally hard out of the gate? It like doesn't give you any sort of like time to acclimate yourself to the game first. I feel like it must. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I said, I've never played one, but
right. Okay. And Sino says the birds were models, not Pixar. Well, that's great, because I want to add some birds into the game we're building for the new series we're doing. So I'm going to look into how you did that as well.
I have some. I've done that before, basically.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Shogun's just got himself a job there. All right. Okay. So let's move on, Shogun, because it's 20 past.
Sure. Yeah, getting stuck in here because I'm having too much fun.
No, that's it. But that's just nudge you along a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm going to be really bad at this one, so.
So our award here is for innovation, and whilst there is obviously, if you don't know, oh god, brain farted on the original game this was inspired from.
By the way, I saw a little while ago, I think PT said that it seemed like there was no game sounds, and I've turned them up. So if you can't hear or they're too loud, please let me know. Because this game seems to be kind of loud. This day is definitely louder than the last one.
Right, okay. Yeah, because I can't hear anything. Is it Getting Over It or something? Oh yeah, Dorian, thank you. Yeah, Getting Over It. So inspired by Getting Over It, but very much a level-based game here and a beautifully made game. So we felt that this was kind of the right way to almost remix a game. Nice. Whilst this isn't a remix, but the idea behind this is that if you do get inspired by another game, you want to change it significantly to make it your own. It's very, very rare to get a new mechanic or something that hasn't been done before. But what you want to try and do is make it your own with your own personality. And certainly this one has bags of that. I love that minion, dude.
This is hard. There we go.
Yeah, the skins are great, aren't they, Hype? I just seen the minion guy over there, and that's kind of funny. But yeah. What level are you on here?
10. I guess 10?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm really bad at this type of game. Like, I can't land there. Okay.
I'm pretty rubbish at all games, to be fair. But yeah, this was a real nice take. Again, super fun palette. Really nice and vibrant, but not super contrasty in terms of vibrancy. It's very muted but colourful, which is, I think, looks really beautiful. So kudos to the creator again here. I forget the name, as I always do. I will look it up. So what do you guys, let us know in the chat, what do you guys think of
Mechanized IT. Whoops.
Right,
I
okay.
backed up too far.
What do you guys think of the winners here? I'm sure you'll agree that thoroughly deserved. But yeah, very update news. That's kind of cool.
That is
Can we
cool.
see that again?
That's a nice feature. I don't know if I can bring it back. I guess
Does that come up every time you die or come back or something?
I think if I come back, it should have loaded again. It did last time at least. Yeah, there we go.
Very nice indeed. So this is something relatively new to me. I've not seen this before, unless I've just not come across it. But I really like the idea here. That's really nice.
That is nice, yeah.
Added tycoon, it said. Okay. So again, the one thing, the tycoon element, I think it's worth mentioning, and this is no, I'm not saying it's a good idea or a bad idea, but a lot of the time you have these games and you're trying to think, well, it's done really well, how can I expand it? I think there's a danger of trying to add a lot of meta to the game that's not relevant. So I would be curious to know what the tycoon aspect of this is.
Let's see, it said go backwards at level 0.
Hello there.
So
Okay.
tycoon this way. It's a bunch of coins to collect. And then we got factories, okay. Can't do anything there. What about this? Oh!
Oh boy.
Yeah, put me there. Put me there. No, not here.
Build
There.
First generator.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool.
All right. Okay,
So
and
what's
that's
it do?
so it's producing coins for me, I guess.
Right.
And I can speed that up. If
And I
go
guess
this way, I can build more of those.
the coins buy you skins. Okay.
This is this
Okay.
is kind of nice. I would using this mechanic though to move around in that.
Yeah, I was just going to
tycoon
say, I'm
setting.
not sure. But at the same time, it really does hold true to the game, right? So it's kind of, I guess it's meant to be like kind of janky, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, it's a funny one there. I think there's a danger when you've got games like this, like, you have to think really hard about when you want to add
Hello there.
stuff, or do you want to add just more of the same that people enjoy and create like a different variation
Hello there.
of the tracks and stuff like that. It's not a criticism by any shape or form. I think how much value does that generator add? And what are you trying to achieve with it? Do you want people to come back more? You want to up your retention? Or would it be better to have maybe 100-meter race with a load of AI? You know, you do a 100-meter dash with the hammer as a fun sort of meta game rather than a tycoon. So that's kind of what I just encourage you to do, to think about if you're adding these additional features, really think about what you want to achieve with it and why you're doing it. But yeah, that tycoon, you certainly built it really well. I love the way it constructs itself like that. That is super smart. All right, let's catch up with the chat real quick. I think you get coins. Yeah, exactly. They offer lots of remix potential indeed. 1 hour live stream. I mean 1 hour. The one with the space. Okay. Don't know what any of that means, but there we go. So Trials Obby getting an honourable mention, special prize, as did Ninjitsu, as did
This one.
this trial Hammer Obby here. Yeah. Oh, there's so many names, so many games. Right. Yeah. So that's the result of the 100K. As we explained, the bounty is now live. There is a wanted poster with the bounty with your game on it. So get building, and you can take advantage of the cash that we're offering at the 10%, 12%, and 15% thresholds this time around, which is ongoing, by the way, until they are won. Because we know it's kind of a tough ask, but at the same time, we hope it inspires you to really get creative and start building some stuffs. Alrighty. So, shall we move on to the top charts?
We can do that. Let's do it.
So,
we are halfway through.
Yeah, pretty much. Any final thoughts from the chat? Let us know what you think about those games. Let us know in the chat which one's your favorite. Leave us as emoji and we can try and guess which one. Motorbike, ninja, or hammer emoji in the chat. Or if you're on the replay, leave us an emoji in the comments. We love to see your comments, and it helps us out a ton as well to let us know that you're liking the stream, as does your thumbs up as you're here. Hey, Dorian's in with a motorbike. Nice. Good work. All right. Okay, so top 10 as we're doing this stream. Last stream of the month that falls on this 26th. So we have some movers and shakers this time around.
We do. So at the top here, Trials Hobby, we just took a look at it. We're not going to play it again. It's a great game. It's been number one for a little while now. It was number one last month. It is still number one now. But right away at number 2, we have a new game in the top 10.
We do. We have a new entry, and we should really have like some sort of sound effects for that, shouldn't we?
we can use the goofy soundboard.
Yeah, we should do that, shouldn't we? I'm going to see if I've got something here real quick on the fly. Let's have a look. But yeah, so Dominoes with Friends, brand new into the top 10 this month. Let's see if we can... I don't know. Oh, that's a bit pathetic. I don't even know if you guys could hear that. But yeah, so overall, a really fun game in of itself. Let us know if you played this in the chat. We were just talking about this game as we just before we got on the stream today, and Shogun was sharing his tips and tricks, but doing really well this one. Again, super colourful, very unique.
Here, I'll show you the tactic. Oh no, how do I guess once I buy something, can I like turn this off?
Right, so you can't change the ones you use.
Apparently not. I thought maybe.
Okay, so that's a lot of pings.
Yeah, I want to get just a single. I don't want that like triple stacked guy because I guess if I go here, can I? There we go. Okay, so now I can do a single stack. So this is what I was doing. This is how I managed to put a whole bunch of time into this game. I go around here, and you start knocking them over while you're still laying them down.
Okay.
And so now I just have a string following me of like guys falling over as long as it gets through. Whoops. And I don't start sending it the other direction like I just did. But yeah, so I did that for like a whole lunch break one day. Just trying to see how long I could get a string of dominoes.
That's amazing.
Oh, it is still going.
Yeah, I really like the uniqueness of this. I think, as with all sort of chances of winning in this sort of in the game sort of world, is like different is typically better than good. So I really like to see these unique type games, and as I'm sure we'll see plenty more domino style games coming out. But you want to be that trailblazer, that trendsetter. So that's what I would always sort of urge you to try and come up with something a little bit unique, a little bit different. Take a look around at what's working on the app stores and Roblox and all the rest of it, and see if there's something there that you find the gap in the market. I'm trying to say, what is underserved and doing well elsewhere. Dorian says, Kevin, are you going to get back to doing the series showing the game design you and Jot was showing off before? Well, it's funny you should say that. We literally just ran an update yesterday on that game, and we have tricked Shogun to come in on the project as well. And we are literally now starting to lay down the videos for that series that is coming up. It will be myself, Shogun, and Yop. And we decided we weren't going to put a public timeline on this, but we should start seeing that coming up within the next month or so, I would say. We're very excited to lay that down for you, to have a brutally honest conversation about the way that game was built and how we did stuff, with Yop and Shogun explaining how to do a lot of the features in that game, technically wise, and myself and Shogun will concentrate a lot on the game design of stuff. So yes, that is coming very soon, Dorian. Very timely. You should ask that. We are literally starting to record the videos now.
Yeah, we've been pretty hard at work on that for the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's again, and we have to fit that in around all our other tasks as well. So it's been challenging, but we haven't forgotten. It is coming. Watchers Build Season 1 will be in 2024 within the next few weeks. Certainly the start of it, anyway.
Sure.
So, all right.
I've gone back to the list here. Domino with Friends, a new entry at number 2. Grow a Monster was our previous number 2, has been pushed down to number 3. But then again, at number 4, we have a new entry in the top 10. It is Build Everything, which I guess is a spiritual sequel to Destroy Everything. Same creator.
Well, didn't we? Yeah. Okay.
I haven't looked. I actually haven't played this yet. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm meant to do here. What's this daily? We got
I'm guessing with that cube you can build stuff.
So yeah,
right.
I can build stuff here, and then I can use that stuff to get up over here, get some monies. And a gem. Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so it's got like a obby element to it, but you get these buildings. That's fun. Fun little.
Yeah, you're just kind of expanding your sort of main town here. You on the... There's a boat. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a boat.
Oh, trying to trick it.
Come back.
Okay. All right. Okay, let us know in the chat if you played this one. What do you think? This again, there's a lot of time that myself and Shogun don't play these games. We're just coming on to share hide and seek. Yeah, it's super cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you got to do, mind you. So I think for me, a lot of the time, it's kind of difficult. There's some really good stuff here, but maybe hidden a bit of a tutorial or context, I think, would be helpful. But at the same time, it's also kind of fun to let the player explore. And I think for these sort of games, the agency of the player is quite important. So perhaps you don't really need too much help here. But I actually think it could have a little intro here teaching you how to do something like placing your first block down right at the beginning of the game would go a long way for me. Why is it going all red?
What's going on here?
What in tarnation is going on?
I guess it's like resetting the blocks in the level. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Is there like how do I pick? What's the hide and seek here?
Uh-oh. That was never going to end well. You lay a TNT block right next to you. Okay. What is the best way to launch a game in HypeHype? Yesterday. Vipin. Just get your game out. There's no right or wrong. If you were to really push me, I would say Friday maybe to catch the weekend traffic. but you should just get your game out as soon as possible to really get some stats coming in, see what people are liking, try and build a bit of engagement on the comments and stuff like that. Just get it out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think it's really like, I know a lot of people, like, they resist that, right? You want to get your game to be great. You want it to be perfect in your mind, at least, before you let anybody else play it. But there's so much you can learn about just putting it out and letting people play it, and then seeing what kind of issues they have with it. Like, there's been like multiple times I put out a game where I did exactly that. I sat on it until I felt like it was ready. As soon as I put it out, somebody finds something wrong with it that I just didn't realize was there.
Exactly.
So it's incredibly helpful to get players in your game, to look at those game stats. You know, you can go here and look at the game stats for your game, see how it's performing, see where people might be having problems. You can use the analytics event now to track specific things in the game if you want to. We also have the A/B test node now, so if you're not sure, like, would this be better or this be better, you can actually try both ways and see how players react to that differently. So a lot of advantages to getting your game out early. So don't worry if you feel like it's not ready. If it's playable, put it out, let people start playing it, and you'll learn a lot about your game.
There you go. Word, as the kids say, in it. So yeah, basically get your game out as soon as possible. The other great feature that we just touched on briefly is the replays there. Watch the replays of your players because they are so illuminating of finding out what your players are doing in your game that you would never even consider in your wildest imagination.
Yeah. And just as a note for that, if you were working in a traditional mobile game studio, you would pay a lot of money to get people to test your game and send you a video so that you can see where they struggle. Like we have paid a lot of money for that. We still do, because it's very helpful information, but like, you can get that for free just by putting your game out and watching those replays.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a really undersold feature, that. So watch how people are playing your game. Watch how strangers are interacting with your game. Are they running left every single time when they should obviously run right? You'll find a lot of that. And as we've had a really great conversation, myself, Shogun, and Yob, over the last few days about. I've been explaining how on the game for the Watchers build, I'm too good at it. I've played it too much. I'm too used to it. I don't see the glaring errors. And that is one thing I'm super excited to lay down with Shogun for that series, about how you deal with this and why it's so important to get people's feedback on your game that are kind of fresh to it and don't understand it. Because what is easy and obvious to you, honestly, 9 times out of 10 is not the case for people playing your game, and it's a very hard thing for you to get your brain around when you're building your game. You just can't. It's unavoidable, which is why that feedback and watching the videos is crucial for you to understand exactly what's going on. Anyway, there we go.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's continue. Number 5 on the list. This one threw us for a loop. Millionaire Empire Tycoon actually was on the list last month, but it was called Money Tycoon. I'm pretty sure it's the same game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. Should we just fire it up just to make sure?
And that one was in fifth place. So this actually did not move. This has been in. I don't know if it's maybe moved during the month, but it is currently in the. Yeah, this is definitely the same one because it has all the stuff here that I've already built.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It
does look different.
Is this? This is different.
It does look different for sure.
It is different because it doesn't have the cars and stuff. Right?
Right.
Wasn't there was cars in that? Okay, so I confused myself by playing this previously and not remembering. So this is a different game.
Unless it's been rejiggled, but it definitely had a different. Let's have a look. I'll look on the charts real quick. It definitely had a different screenshot because it was Let's scroll down here. Let's see. You might be right. They just might have had a massive update, which is very possible. I've just seen ride carts here as well in the charts that I've never seen before, and that's doing really well right now. I don't see Money Tycoon here. Let's see if the chat notes.
Does the chat know?
No. I think it might be the same, Shogun. I think you might be right. Because, hold on, no. Money Tycoon has had a new update from Inure, but it is a different game.
Different game. Okay. So, I'm gonna say this. No shade. I've seen the Roblox version of this game.
Okay.
Both this one and the other one, the Money Tycoon we were just talking, they look better. They're better on our platform.
Nice. Yeah, I think the Roblox aesthetic doesn't do much for me personally. No. So I think all of our games look better than the Roblox games.
I agree.
But that said, what Roblox does have is pretty typically you get some very interesting gameplay there, which is why it's a great resource for audience match and ideas from that platform. It does tend to translate very well over to HypeHype right now.
Indeed.
Right now it does. I just want to catch the chat here, Shogun, real quick.
Yeah, there was a... Go for it.
Okay. I used to be a pay tester for Dreams and tested most of the new features before release, says Dorian. Roman here. But if we publish a game and it gets some plays at start, and then we update after watching replays, will it get plays again?
Okay, so a little bit of a complicated question, but the short answer is the plays that you got the first time, they're not going to go away. Those stay there.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, if you update a game, it will improve how much it gets shown to people, as opposed to a game that has not been updated and kind of like teeters off. It's like, okay, something new's been added here. We'll bump this up a little bit in the algorithm, so that some people can see what's going on there. And then, of course, you always have the boost option. So if you really want to get a bunch of players in your game fast, you can use that boost option to get 1,000 players to play your game and to see how it goes. And I would say that is exactly what I have been doing when I want to improve a game, is watch the replays, see some stuff that I really think needs to get fixed because people are obviously not understanding something correctly. Doing an update, and then once an update is out, like, give it that boost. You get a bunch of plays really quickly. Then do the same thing, rinse and repeat. Take a look at those replays, see what's going on, see what kind of improvements you can make. And you do that, and not only is your game going to get better, but you're going to keep building up the number of people that have seen your game. And if you're actually making it better, like, you should be improving all of your numbers as you do that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I've just released an app visibility page on our Learning Hub that we go through some of this and the importance of filling out all of the fields when you're publishing your game, like maxing out the characters, putting your hashtags, getting your categories in there, and actually updates. They have there is an element to what Shogun said that is true, but more so that the update will tell our algorithm to that your app is active, is what I'm trying to say. It is kind of difficult, but if you make a game and abandon it, then it gets less powerful in the ranking in HypeHype because it feels like an abandoned game. So any game that you are actively working on and updating maintains your rank and all of that kind of stuff, as long as all the other stats are going in the right direction, right? So what you want to be doing is, if you're actively working on your game, watch those replays that will flush out each version. And I think that's kind of where the heart of the question was. You do lose the last replays, but then you go and see and look at your stats on the updates and the iterations you've made. So yeah, basically it will maintain it tells us that you're actively working on the game, and we like that more than games that are abandoned or zombie games, as
Yeah.
they're called.
Of course, like, if you have a game that just performs really well, and you don't it will continue to do well.
Of course, sure.
For a time. Obviously,
Yeah.
like, that's gonna taper off no matter how great your game is. Like, people are gonna play the crap out of it, and slowly people are gonna play it less and less.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you're, I mean, what Kevin said, if you're working on the game, you're actively updating the game, it is going to maintain some relevance on the platform in the algorithm that feeds games to
Yeah,
players.
it's actually a really complicated question, but
Yeah.
basically what we're saying is that, like, you want to be active and involved in the game, in your game development. It's all the things all the time. So make the updates, try this, change that, work on that. The A/B test is gold. Does this version work better? This sort of little part of the version work better than this part? It's really powerful stuff. And as you get on, you want to be tweaking these little things and seeing how much of an impact it makes. So yeah, there we go. That was a really long way to answer that, but
Sure.
it is a very big question.
It's a complex question. Yeah, there's a lot of different factors that go into how the algorithm is gonna sort things.
Exactly. But if you want to have a quick look, go over to the Learning Hub. That's learn.hypehype.com. Head on over there, go into the monetization and stats, and you'll see an app visibility section that you can click on there, get a rough idea of what you want to be doing, and make sure you do it, right?
And yeah, guys, I saw you guys all crowding around me, and that was cool. Sorry I backed out. I just was going to try and move this along because Kevin and I have been talking a lot.
Yeah, this is the problem. We can talk for days, right? Okay, so that was another new entry.
Another new entry to the top 10, yes.
So that was Millionaire or something?
The Millionaire Empire Tycoon.
Very good. Okay.
Next one we have here is another one that was there last week. Goofy like, surprisingly one of the most popular games on our platform. But it's losing some of that luster. It has been knocked down a position this month in the top 10. Was previously actually 2 positions. Was previously 4, is now 6. And then 7 is the Easy Obby. That was previously 3 and has now been knocked down to 7. But then at 8 we have another new game, another Hamu game along with some other creators. And this one also, like, really nicely using the PixArt to add some nice details here, and even like some texture to the surfaces. Really clever use of the PixArt. Of course, Hamu, exceptional artist, so I would expect no less.
Yeah, the stats are really strong on this game as well. Looks super nice. So yeah, kind of a horror type game, this one. I think you're escaping.
Yeah, we're running from memes.
That's right. We're running away from memes, so we have to keep on our... I tell you what, it really does. They've done this car park thing super well. It kind of looks creepy.
Yeah. What's this?
So yeah, amazing.
I got something for that.
So again, a different sort of genre than what we typically see on the platform. And as every time I join Shogun on these streams, we say, you know, it's all open. Put your game out there and see if people like it. So we haven't really, I've certainly not seen many horror games on the platform, which has got a kind of a Five Nights at Freddy's type vibe, this type of thing. Is that something that's underserved that you think should be doing well? You know, and this one is certainly gaining some traction, hitting the top 10. When was it released? Let's have a look.
What is this? I don't know what this sound. Oh, is there like XP boost or something? I don't know. Did I break something? It seems a little. Ah!
Wow. Okay.
I don't know why it's just tweaking out like that, but I don't know about you guys, but at least the sound is really annoying.
Yeah,
but it also seems like I'm not collecting these XP anymore. so I think I've maybe broke something.
Okay, so I think this was released August 29th. Was the first version of this game.
Okay.
So, pretty interesting. Just 4 weeks old. It's had a bunch of updates. I had to scroll down a lot there. So it's had 10, 15 updates. So released early, iterated, and you get the idea, right? Is you just put it out there, gather some feedback, concentrate on fixing some of the stuff. There's always going to be bugs in your game as well. And honestly, everyone but you will find them immediately. And it's very annoying, but it's very powerful to get that sort of feedback. Everyone will break your game when you think it's unbreakable. We had a fun fact this week. I played like 26 hours playtesting the game that we've just done. And you bust it within 3 seconds of playing. You totally bust it. And I was so triggered. But there you go. I played and played and played. And within literally it was 30 seconds, probably 30 seconds. I think, in fact, within a minute, he broke it twice, which was pretty annoying. But this is the power of releasing early and getting the feedback. So really encourage you to take, if nothing else away from today, please release your game early. Release it before it's ready. Release it while it kind of makes you cringe a little bit, but learn from the feedback and the data that you get. Alrighty.
All right. So we got our last two here, which were also on the list last week. Of course, Rock Tycoon has been on the top charts forever. For the entire existence of the top charts, Rock Tycoon has been near the top, if not at the top. So excellent game from Alu. I'm not going to play it again. Although I did jump in. Just said I'm not going to play it, and I'm going to just jump in here. Because he's changed this a lot since the last time I played it.
Yeah.
Like, this whole opening looks different. You have the pets now. There's this factory. I don't know what that does. That's new.
Yeah, so we had a little a taste of this before, and we said we should get, I think, oh no, I tell you what, Shogun, it was when myself and Yop were on the stream in your absence. And we had a quick look, and I said at some point we should definitely get Alu on the stream to talk about
definitely
this,
yeah,
it's a fascinating evolution of this game, but he's gonna have got pets, a whole pet sort of farm that you can do.
Yeah, this like massive axe too. This is cool.
Yeah,
just like owning all these rocks. Get some
so
rocks.
A really interesting sort of experience for Alu with this, because the evolution of this game has different challenges when you reach the pinnacle of being such a popular game. What do you do next? And it's kind of the same as what I was trying to mention on the Getting Over It game, or the Hammer Obby game that we played earlier. It's like, what do you do with it to once you get to that point where you know you've got something? So I'd be really interested to hear how Alu approached this, but I think he's made some really smart decisions and kept the introduction of the new features really core to the game. So you've got the pets that always help you as an extension of the miners that you employ here and spend your money on. The factory is curious. I'm guessing you might be able to forge axes. That would be my guess and hope, I would think, to keep the additional features and expansion of the game really core to the gameplay, and they're not just bolted on for the sake of it. Can you not go in there?
Oh, I can't go in there. Okay. Whoa.
All right. Wait, what?
Oh, it was doing the... Oh, I can get in the car to go home? Okay. So is this now we have some tycoon elements, or the building style tycoon elements now that like we were seeing in the other game?
Right. Oh boy. Okay, so it's are they? I can't see what those are. Are they skulls?
They are. I believe they're little rocks. They are pixart rocks. So.
Oh, okay.
So nice use of pixart there, Alu.
Nice. Okay, so we're mining the rocks.
Oh, that costs HypeX. There you go. I'll buy some. I'll give you 25
so I wonder
HypeX for
if
that.
This is just this is a money machine, maybe.
I can't
So
do
the
that. How much?
factory is literally
Oh, I see.
processing your rocks that you're collecting. Nice. Okay. So India Bulls, I have Play Me Live games. You can join us in a couple of weeks for the Play Me live streams, and we might pick your game there. Alu is such an innovator of his simple game of get close and hit a rock game. Yeah, exactly, Wayward. But I bet there was a lot of thought that went into choosing that. It makes sense to me. I kind of wanted to see a somehow you could forge your own axes. I think that'd be super cool.
All right, so we only have a few minutes left. I'm thinking we do one random game from the top 100.
Oh yeah. Oh, I really appreciate you upping the ante on our RNG generator there. Very nice. I like it.
All right,
Good
so
work.
let's see. What are we going to play? As long as it... oh, it shouldn't give us a top 10. There we go. 76.
All right. So that is our way of choosing a game out of the top 100 that we do at the end of the month here on HypeHype Live. We are playing number 76. We have no idea what it is.
76. Push Obby by Hypesy in the chat.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
So I think
did not
in the
load
chat.
Push Obby.
Now,
Why is
me
it
and...
Why is it loading Trials Obby?
Okay.
What the heck? All right.
Yeah.
What if I go here? Because I think I've... Oh, no.
We will get to Push Obby. So, myself and Jop played Trials Obby. So, I'm pleased to see...
There we
You
go.
had any updates, Hypesy, in the chat? I can see you there. You done any updates to this? Didn't even know it was in the top 100. Well, there you go, sir. There you go.
Yeah, I remember watching you guys play this last week.
Yeah. So, interesting to know. Lots of updates. Okay. What's the biggest thing you've updated and why, Hypesy? What made you... What did you choose to update on this? Be interesting to understand that. It's still a cool concept, this one. I can't help, and it's a personal thing, I still can't help you just chilling out the background a little bit on this game. I do find it distracting, but it's not horrible or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, I just can't help but wanting myself to make it slightly cleaner. A big thing was making 100 levels.
Wow.
Wow, good work. And you started with 20, so that is how you update a game, everybody. Nice. I removed the background in another similar game. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, sometimes for me when I'm watching it, the background conflicts with the gameplay road or area here. That's all. I kind of get a little bit distracted by it. That's my only gripe with it, but it looks really cool. I love the fact that it's the background and the sides are alive. I think that's really smart. Very cool. Yeah, I've seen other players jump towards the background because it's confusing. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's my only observation really. I think it's very smart.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Like one color in the background there, I think would be.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder. I mean, for me, I'm kind of a minimalist anyway. I kind of would love to see the color washed out of the background. I love the fact that it moves. I think that's really engaging. I wonder what a grey, a bunch of grey scaled white could do that, and that would really pop the center track out. Maybe that's an A/B test that you could do. I don't even know if that's a possible A/B test thing.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be too difficult. Just to say A/B test, make this a color or make it gray. I would maybe my advice would be very similar, but I wouldn't necessarily use gray would probably be good. But I think even if you just I would maybe take a pink or even maybe a blue that would go nice with that background. And maybe even a few different shades of very similar, so you can still get a little bit of variation in there, a little bit of color, but not have it be quite so distracting.
Yeah, exactly. So I think blue's a great shout. So yeah, that's what I was saying about the different shades of whites and greys.
Right.
That kind of I'm a big fan of like the block out sort of games where I really love the simple like white blocks and stuff. But yeah, a solid color of a blue would work pretty good. Or any color, as long as it's solid. I think that would be something to test out. Especially if you've had people say they're running to, you've seen them run towards the background. That's disappointing, isn't it? Let's catch up with the chat. I spend hours making that mechanic so it stays in. Single color, yeah, exactly. Single color, white, blue, purple, something. Because what you'll find is that will channel all your viewing to this central path here or platform. I think it would make a vast difference. It would be quite striking, whichever color. And maybe you could change up the colors as you go through the levels as well. You know, levels 1 to 5 could be blue, 6 to 10 could be pink or whatever, right? Maybe an idea from PT is that it starts as black and white, and as you clear the level, it gets colored. PT rocks it with the ideas. That's nice. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Very nice. Euro says there's rainfall in the Philippines. I'm on Philippines, so I'm cooked. Right? Okay. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad. Empty head. Okay.
That's awesome.
So Shogun, they're super fun, those characters, aren't they?
I like the music too. That's like a real throwback to like there was a long time ago. One of our guys made it. Was just an animation of like the Banana Man dancing.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it had that music. So every time I hear that music, I'm just like dancing Banana Man.
Bit of nostalgia creeping in there. All right, yeah, I really like the sort of Lego type figures there. I thought they're super fun. But yeah, it looks like you put a lot of love
cool.
into this.
I like this one. It's like a chain.
Yeah. Nice.
There we go.
Cool.
So now it's gonna pull the whole thing down.
All right. So Shogun, I hate to say it, but we are running over a little bit.
All right. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's start to wrap it up. I'd just love to know what, while we have HypeHype here, and as we are in the charts here at number 76, I believe, what's next? What's the next on the plan for this game, HypeHype? What are you going to do next? Have you got any plans? Have you changed screenshots? Have you added? What's your plan on this? You've just added 100 levels, which is a huge amount of work. What's next on the plan for this game? I'd love to remix this game that's even easier. Okay. And go for another 100 levels. All right. Amazing. Another 100 levels. So have you got your analytics plugged in on this one to see how many levels people are playing? Because I think you can, when you start building something as big as this, I think it's time to start looking at trying to get some data to see what's happening. Do people get past level 10? You know, there's no point building another 100 levels if only 3 people get past level 50. You know, I look at the leaderboard and see where people are getting stuck. Oh, okay.
Leaderboard is also for that if you want to be a little lazy and not do some analytics. For at least that type of information, the leaderboard can be super helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Fair shout.
Hey, there's a familiar face. What's going on?
All right. So let's go and start to wrap it up. Otherwise, we can all be here for hours watching Shogun get to level 101 or whatever it is on this. I keep forgetting.
Was it Push Obby was the name?
I thought it was Push Obby, but then I stopped myself because thinking I totally got that wrong. But yeah, Push Obby. When on HypeHype, Thanks for letting us know. Great game. Congrats to reaching the top 100. That's very cool. That is no mean feat. Look forward to see what's coming up next. Shogun, it's going to wrap it up, isn't it?
Sure. Join me next week. We will be doing a HypeHype help desk editor action. If you have questions about how to create things, you need some help with a build you have, or you just want to hang out while I mess around in the editor, that'll be a great stream for you. Same time, same channel, right here. And then the following week, Kevin will be back, and we will be checking out those Play Me Live games, as well as the games played on the Discord, or shared on the Discord, sorry. So if you have something you want us to play on that stream, I definitely recommend sharing it on the Discord. That's a really great place. And plus, other people will see it there too and probably give it a try. So until then, thank you everybody for hanging out with us today, spending a little bit of your Thursday with us old men as we play through these games and talk about game design.
Speak for yourself.
I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, an awesome Friday, an incredible weekend. Until next time, peace out, Hypesters.
See you later, guys. Ta-da. Bye-bye.
It's been 4 months since we launched our creator monetization. Let's take a look what has happened since. You earned almost $100,000 in engagement-based payouts, and your games were played almost 30 million times. Let's check some of the best games you have made. The best retaining games were Skate Obby, Goofy Soundboard, and Trials Obby. The game with exceptional visuals was Ninjutsu Kid. And the most innovative was Hammer Obby. Top remix game was Rock Tycoon Idol. And most liked game was none other than Easy Obby. We are continuing to improve creator monetization so you can earn more from your games. And now, you can win even bigger in our $100,000 Retention Bounty Challenge. Check more info on our website. See you in HypeHype.